Hello, and welcome to another presentation of 5-Minute Cybersecurity. If you watched my previous video, Where to Start, you became aware of the vast range of cyber threats. If you missed it, you might want to go back and check it out. In this video, I'll present your options for protection. My name is Bill Osolinski. I'm a certified information systems security professional with 30 years experience managing IT systems. To briefly recap, there are three kinds of cyber threats: availability, confidentiality, and integrity. An availability threat would prevent your information systems from operating. A confidentiality threat would reveal information meant to be kept private. And an integrity threat would alter information intended to be permanent. Threats to availability include software bugs, hardware failures, internet outages, power failures, malware, ransomware, fires, floods, and theft. You cannot prevent software bugs, but you can minimize their impact by regularly patching your software and subscribing to vendor support. You can prevent hardware failures by using redundant devices in critical areas and replacing obsolete equipment. The impact of failure can be minimized by warranties. Internet outages can be prevented by subscribing to two different providers and having an automatic switchover in place. You cannot prevent power failures, but you can minimize their impact by using uninterruptible power supplies for shorter outages and generators for prolonged outages. Malware attacks can be prevented by patching your software, actively scanning with antivirus, and scanning at the firewall level. The damage from a successful infection can be minimized by quick action and, in extreme cases, restoring from backup. You can prevent ransomware by actively scanning with antivirus and blocking the encryption at the firewall level. In the event of an infection, the impact can be minimized by restoring from backup or having insurance to cover the costs of the ransom. Fires can be prevented with extinguishers. However, should one get out of control, the only ways to minimize the impact are off-site data backup and insurance to cover the costs of equipment and software. You cannot prevent floods, but you may be able to minimize their impact by acting quickly, or you'll have to count on off-site backup to recover the data and insurance to cover the costs of hardware and software. Theft can be prevented with locks and burglar alarms. Again, you will possibly need to recover the data from them from an off-site backup and use insurance to cover the costs of stolen hardware and software. Threats to confidentiality and integrity can be prevented with good access controls. By good access controls, I mean positively identifying the person requesting access and limiting the amount of data they can access to the minimum required to perform their function. Should confidentiality or integrity be breached, fast action will minimize the damage. Logging access will also minimize the damage by allowing you to determine what information was compromised. In the case of confidentiality, if any laws were broken, you will need legal counsel and, hopefully, insurance to cover the costs. In the case of integrity, restoring from backup may be the best way to recover. In summary, nothing is more valuable than your data, and reliable backups are the best way to protect it. To maximize the reliability of your infrastructure, use redundancy in critical areas, use warranties where redundancy is not practical or possible, and replace obsolete equipment. Software bugs are inevitable, so subscribe to software support for all critical applications. And finally, when it comes to protecting against ransomware and other malware, more layers of protection are better. These include patching, antivirus scanning, and firewall scanning. If you found this video useful, please give it a like, and thank you for your time.